COVID-19. Cornerback Marlon Humphrey, who was on the reserve COVID-19 list weeks ago, tweeted, "Was going to be pretty cool to play on Thanksgiving, but you can only control what you can control. Life is good." Some gratitude there out of one of my favorite cornerbacks in the league. Defensive tackle Cam Hayward, friend of the show, tweeted, "See you Sunday, back to the lab." Now with the latest, let's send it over and say happy Thanksgiving to our very own Aditi Kinkabwala.
The COVID shuffle once again came the Steelers' way, and this is not a particularly happy organization. When it was decided that the full spread of the Ravens outbreak had not yet been ascertained and that Thursday night's primetime Thanksgiving matchup needed to be pushed to Sunday, it became the second time this season that the Steelers had a game postponed the week of, as they were in the midst of preparations. Now, the first time around with the Titans, it meant that the Steelers lost their bye week. And so Mike Tomlin had promised his players that after Thursday's game against the Ravens, they would have 5 full days off, and that this would serve as their bye. Now, that's not an option anymore. And the Steelers were vocal in voicing their displeasure on Twitter and personally in text messages to me. The plan going forward now is for the Steelers to get Thanksgiving Day off, to return to the facility Friday and Saturday. But they do know that it is always a possibility that the league could still postpone the game further. Until then, this is a rivalry that just got a little extra heat to it.
Getting a little nostalgic here. This is our 5th Thanksgiving we spent together as a Good Morning family, and it is the 5th year in a row that we have the honor to have Stacey Dales reporting from Ford Field for that early game. Stacey, we know the history of Thanksgiving football in Detroit. We also know their quarterback has quite a history as well. Good morning to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Love seeing your face. What do you got on Matt Stafford this morning?
Yeah, Shregs. Well, he's got to turn it around after getting shut out against the Panthers last week, 20-0. He's 4-5 all-time on Thanksgiving. No quarterback in the NFL has more passing yards on Thanksgiving Day than Matthew Stafford. And guess what? Tony Romo and company are going to call the game today. He's 2 touchdowns from surpassing Tony Romo in terms of finding the end zone on Thanksgiving Day. Listen, we love Thanksgiving tradition in terms of football, and we certainly love Thanksgiving parades.
Join us for the great American Thanksgiving Day tradition. The streets of New York City are lined with millions of spectators, and holiday cheer is in the air. A celebration filled with football's biggest stars and your favorite sports media personalities. It's all coming your way live on NFL Network. Welcome to the first annual Good Morning Football Thanksgiving Day Parade.
What, am I on? Welcome to the largest holiday parade in the United States going on right now, the first annual Good Morning Football Thanksgiving Day Parade. My name's Kay Adams, joined by my wonderful co-host, who I'm so grateful for this year, Kyle Brandt, Nate Burleson, Peter Schrager, all here. I was going to put my parka on, but they actually put us in these heat, no earmuffs, no big jackets, no parkas, no fur coats. But speaking of... Oh, Nate's excited. I'm excited about this. We've got so much to get to. We have huge, incredible floats, giant floats lining the street, ready to make their way down 5th Avenue, all historical, all meaningful, and we are so excited to get this march through New York City going. Let's do it, guys, for the very first time and kick off our first GMFB Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Thank you, Kay Adams. It is a brisk day here at the parade, and the first float we are going to see is one of our favorite stars in the NFL, and that is Tua Tagovailoa. Yes, he is a guy that we all love, and the hype train is, and he's no stranger to parades after winning a national title in Alabama, and we actually were going to make a balloon, a dolphin balloon, but we were afraid that because of how Kyle Brandt has gassed up this team so much, it would actually float away. But we will do that next year. Maybe we'll have a float in a balloon of Tua focused on the helium, keyword in that helium. We'll see what happens after he gets back from being banged up last week. Tua Tagovailoa, one of the best young talents in the NFL.
Yes, Nate, I'm hearing from our producers that there is a larger, better, bigger, more trusted float of Ryan Fitzpatrick right in front of Tua for when it matters, and it goes to the crowd. We have another float. Wait, whoa, this one could have the gossip rags buzzing. Let's see the next float that we have here on 5th Avenue. Whoa, Belichick and Brady on the same float. Wait, we have actual audio of the float itself. Hey, Tom. Hey, Bill. How's it going? Not so hot. How about you? No, not so hot. Hey, remember when we used to write? Hey, let's not do this right here. Let's do this another time. Let's just enjoy the day. No, but I was watching you last week, and Bruce Arians had you with 2 minutes left, and it's like, how do you not run a certain play? And Bill, let's not do this right here. No. But Tom, I'm looking at Cam Newton. We're playing the Bills, the freaking Bills, and he's fumbling the ball. Bill, let's not do this right here. Let's just have a nice Thanksgiving. Let's save it. Wow, guys, that float was electric. It sounds like a real fun float ride there. Kyle Brandt, what float do you see?
Well, first, let me just react to yours, if I don't mind, Peter. With all due respect to the gossip rags, as you put it, there is a shocking New York Times report coming out about your parade that those balloons are not properly inflated, and we're going to have to investigate that. There's reports of some skullduggery. There may be an asterisk on this parade. First of all, is this the worst parade of all time? We got a float of a kid who was just benched, and then a float with two guys who aren't going to win squat this year, scorned lovers. Can we get some winners in this parade? America is a country of winners. This is America's holiday. Give me some. Hey, baby, there we go. Now we got a parade. That's a Steelers parade, an undefeated parade. That's the kind of parade that Willard Scott would have worked back in the day in his ear patch hat, saying so-and-so Francine is 105 years young. Cord and Tish are working this parade. Snoop is attending it. Brett Michaels, all the Steelers fans. Roy Jones is attending it before he gets put to sleep this weekend, another Steelers fan. And it looks like it's going through some incredible Soho neighborhood occupied by comedians that Peter says are great and no one has heard of. It's a great time to be alive, and I have word that this parade is going to go all the way down the eastern seaboard to the city of Tampa, Florida, where it will end with the Lombardi Trophy. The Steelers parade is happening.
It looks like an angry float. They, of course, have time to be in the parade because they are not playing tonight. They will be playing on Sunday against the Ravens. A little heated rivalry action going on Sunday. I love that. But wait, what is that? What is this? Kyle, the next float is hurtling over the Steelers float.
Oh, no.
It's hurtling over the Steelers float. Oh, it's Alvin Kamara. Yes, he can do it through the air, then he can hit the ground and run through Tua Tagovailoa, all of those things. Alvin Kamara, the MVP of this parade, leading the Saints in rushing and receiving. He can become the first player to lead his team in both categories since James Charles did with the Chiefs back in Jamal Charles did in 2013. So this is the best player, the most important player on the NFL's top team. I think if there's going to be a running back to win MVP since Adrian Peterson did back in 2012, it is in fact Alvin Kamara, who is now, it took out Tua? It's taken out every float in the thing, Nate.
Yeah, I like that float. It's quite the angle from people underneath, seeing Dalvin Cook hurtling over the top of. But I do like that balloon. I like it a lot. Kids, close your eyes.
And there we have it. Come back next year, grab your hot cocoa, wear the coziest coat, and join us for the second annual GMFB Thanksgiving Day Parade.